Julian saw Scheherazade outside late at night and asked what she was doing with such a big suitcase. She blushed and said she was only going for a short walk and had packed many snacks. Julian warned her that eating too many snacks could ruin her sleep. She realized her excuse was weak and felt embarrassed, but Julian was relieved to see her looking better than earlier. She got emotional as no one had cared for her like that before. She told him she was feeling better and decided to stay a few more days at the estate. Nearby, Lloyd was watching their talk with an odd face. Suddenly, Javier appeared and scared him. Javier asked why he was making such a face while watching a couple in love. Lloyd was shocked that Javier knew about their feelings, but Javier said he could tell from Sid's expression. Javier refused to help Lloyd break them apart. Lloyd, feeling jealous, struck a dramatic pose and called himself the Cupid of Love. He secretly planned to use the Princess of Asahan to gain political power and face the Queen who threatened his lazy life. The next morning, Kuba the Orc was challenged by Sergeant Greg with a paper plane. Kuba got accepted. That night, Greg tried to trick Kuba by planning an ambush, but Emily showed up too. Greg pushed them together and declared them a couple to end the fight between humans and orcs. Meanwhile, Lloyd told Julian that he would record the lullaby for Scheherazade, meaning she might soon leave. This left Julian confused and sad. Later, Scheherazade accidentally punched Lloyd, who told her Julian might leave soon. She got worried. In the end, Scheherazade asked the Count and Countess to trust her with their youngest son, calling them her parents. Lloyd was pleased as his plan was working. In a faraway place, the Queen led her army to attack the ancient castle of the Black Mage Targa. Wearing armor and ready for battle, she ordered a full assault. Magical arrows broke through the castle's barrier, and mages came out to defend it. The soldiers fought bravely and entered the castle, but were suddenly blocked by a powerful monster. The mages tried to stop it with fire magic, but it was too strong. The Queen told the soldiers to retreat and then defeated the monster herself using her powerful aura sword. After the monster died, a poisonous gas came out, but the Queen's body could handle it. Inside the castle, she met Tarvet and confirmed his identity. Filled with anger, she quickly ended his life, but something affected her eye afterward, leaving her unsure of what was happening to her. Meanwhile, back at Frontier Estate, Julian and Scheherazade were getting married. Everyone was joyful, especially Lloyd. Javier told Lloyd to stop making weird faces during the happy event. Lloyd explained he was just glad because now he held value in both countries due to his ties with the royal family of Samarkand. The wedding was broadcasted live to Astohan, and the king was seen crying with happiness. Later, when Scheherazade threw her bouquet, it flew far and was caught by a dragon known as the Poop Annihilator. Lloyd realized he had changed the story again. A system appeared, showing he had saved millions of lives and rewarded him with points. With enough points, he could unlock a skill more powerful than any spoiler, one tied to the strongest world power. The system informed Lloyd that after saving over 20 million destinies, he earned a new form of currency called DP. With 50 million DP, he could unlock a powerful skill to see beyond the story's ending. However, the ability would last only 30 seconds and remove all support from the system, including skills and hints. Lloyd felt disappointed as he would lose helpful features. Suddenly, Count Ventura thanked him for helping create peace between Magentano and Asfahan. He apologized for underestimating Lloyd, but Lloyd told him not to show respect since he was just a commoner. Despite trying to avoid attention, the Queen summoned him to the royal capital. Lloyd pretended to be sick to avoid the meeting, but the Count insisted. Left with no choice, Lloyd went with a frustrated face. At the palace, the Queen greeted him cheerfully but reminded him that she would have gone to find him if he had ignored her. Lloyd used his skills to escape the awkward moment and asked for her orders. The Queen showed him a large dragon skeleton found during a recent battle. She believed it had been part of a ritual and ordered Lloyd to build a grand statue using the bones. Lloyd agreed, saying he wouldn't charge any fee. However, he asked for a 10-year break from labor, which made the Queen angry. To calm the situation, he requested just one dragon bone instead. The Queen eventually offered him a dragon tailbone and a medallion of enlightenment. Lloyd was satisfied. Later, Lloyd met Nort, a garden expert. Lloyd acted like a beginner to gain Nort's trust. Nort ended up doing all the work while Lloyd relaxed. That night in the castle, the dragon skeleton's eyes suddenly glowed and a dark entity appeared, declaring it would soon kill the Queen. The next day, Lloyd and Nort examined the garden area. Lloyd noticed how dedicated Nort was to his work and realized he had found someone else to manipulate. When Nort left for a meeting, Lloyd pretended to stay back and learn, but instead started playing games with his summoned creatures. During a pretend battle using his pet, the game took a surprising turn as the pet refused to obey, leaving Lloyd on his knees but still enjoying himself. Suddenly, Javier interrupted and told Lloyd that the Queen had arrived. Shocked, Lloyd quickly set up a table with fake documents and acted busy. As the Queen approached, he knelt and greeted her politely, though she could tell he had been playing around. She mentioned that Nort had come to speak with her, which made Lloyd nervous, thinking Nort had exposed him. However, Nort praised Lloyd's ideas about fixing the fast water flow problem in the garden's boating area. He explained how Lloyd suggested a step-and-valve system to control water levels, solving multiple issues. Nort also mentioned that Lloyd worked hard and gave up his playful behavior. This impressed the Queen, and instead of scolding, she praised Lloyd and told him to keep it up. Lloyd was surprised by the outcome. As time passed, the garden construction continued through all seasons and was finally completed in spring. A grand celebration was held, with guests from many nations. Lloyd enjoyed the event, but Javier warned him that something bad always happened during banquets. Right then, the dragon statue's head broke and fell. Dark mana started flowing out, forming a powerful tornado, leaving everyone shocked and Lloyd confused, even though he had prepared for everything using his abilities. After the dragon's head was reattached, it was revealed that the black mage Targa had secretly transferred his soul into the skeleton before the Queen defeated him. Now he was back, full of dark mana, and ready to destroy the Magentano kingdom. The dragon roared, broke the Queen's statue, and attacked her. The Queen, realizing the danger, drew her aura sword and told everyone to escape. She attacked, but the dragon easily countered and sent people flying. Targa wasn't even using full power yet, but was still too strong. The Queen called for Lloyd, hoping for his help, but was shocked to see him running away. She then turned to Javier, but he was also escaping. While they ran, Javier reminded Lloyd that he wouldn't be paid if the kingdom was destroyed, making Lloyd angry. Javier suddenly stopped, saying he had to protect the country to save Frontera County. Lloyd, still scared, continued running while Javier turned back to fight. The dragon charged a powerful mana blast and destroyed parts of the garden. The Queen dodged, but she still got hurt. When the dragon aimed again, Javier used his power to push the attack away, saving the Queen. Furious, the dragon attacked Javier, and his attacks were so strong they tore through the sky. As the Queen and Javier fought together, the dragon started adapting to its new body and flew into the sky, launching more attacks. Meanwhile, Lloyd rode Goming high above and attacked the dragon using Bye-Bomb, slamming it to the ground. Then Goming launched another powerful attack after some encouragement. The dragon became angrier, and the Queen asked Lloyd for a plan. Lloyd admitted he had none and decided to take a huge risk. It flew higher, escaping the dragon, and headed toward the Dragon King, hoping he could stop the monster. Lloyd asked the Queen how far Gapel was, knowing that the Dragon King lived there. The Queen replied it would take a day to reach, which worried Lloyd since the dragon was catching up fast. Goming dodged the dragon's attacks, but it was now much faster. Javier used his aura sword to damage the dragon's wings, slowing it down a bit. Lloyd praised him and asked the Queen for her sword. Together, he and Javier launched a powerful attack, but the dragon reflected it easily, showing it was becoming stronger. Suddenly, the Queen grabbed Lloyd and told Javier to lift him. Then she used mana to hit Lloyd, forcing him to make a terrifying face that scared the dragon. The Queen said his face was perfect for this kind of emergency. Lloyd felt embarrassed and sad, but it worked briefly as the dragon hesitated. However, the dragon soon got serious, covered its eyes with mana, and prepared to kill both Lloyd and the Queen. Javier asked Lloyd to scream, hoping the sound would affect the dragon, but it blocked its ears. Since none of their tricks worked, Lloyd realized they wouldn't make it to the Dragon King. Then he remembered replacing the dragon's tailbone with fake material earlier. That gave him an idea. As the dragon chased them again, Goming distracted it while the Queen and Javier attacked from above. Lloyd told them to hit the fourth tailbone. Javier and the Queen used their powerful attacks and destroyed the fake bone. Lloyd admitted he lied about the replacement but asked the Queen to finish it. She destroyed the tailbone and the dragon finally fell. Lloyd proudly declared their victory. After the dragon lost balance and fell due to its missing tail, it tried to stand up again. Padong suddenly jumped on it to hold it down while Lloyd and the Queen landed. Lloyd used his strongest attack but missed. Javier stepped in with his aura sword and Lloyd activated his supercharge ability, absorbing the dragon's evil mana. This boosted Lloyd's purification skills, allowing him to gain a new ability that made him more powerful against dragons. The Queen joined in, and their combined attacks began to weaken the dragon. As they fought, the dragon's tail almost hit Lloyd. Javier noticed and rushed to save him, taking the hit himself and falling into a forest lake. He became unconscious and started sinking. The dragon reconnected with its tail and tried to crush Lloyd, who froze in shock, thinking Javier had died. The Queen saved him just in time and urged him to stay strong, reminding him they still needed to save Javier to protect the kingdom. Meanwhile, Javier, though sinking and out of mana, still wanted to save Lloyd. The Queen carried Lloyd and tried to escape. Lloyd blamed himself but then got an idea. He asked the Queen to throw him toward Javier, and she did, launching him to attempt the rescue. Lloyd gave some of his mana to Javier to save him. Javier tried to absorb it but noticed it wasn't normal mana. It felt like something from another world. Meanwhile, the dragon prepared to attack the queen, but Povidon jumped in and stopped it. All the summons tried to fight the dragon but failed. The queen tried to strike, but her red eye distracted her again, and the dragon hit her hard. Javier was losing control of the foreign energy and started to give up. But when he saw Lloyd's funny demon face, he got terrified, which unexpectedly triggered a powerful reaction inside him. This reaction helped Javier understand and control the mysterious energy. A system told Lloyd that Javier had unlocked a rare ability. Javier saved the queen from falling and faced the dragon with full power. He moved so fast that the dragon couldn't follow. In a flash, Javier struck the dragon repeatedly, cutting it into pieces. Lloyd realized Javier had become a grandmaster, stronger than ever. Everyone celebrated, and the system revealed that Lloyd had changed 31 million fates. Even though they wanted to convert his points to gold, the system refused. Suddenly, the bone dragon began to revive, but Lloyd smirked, knowing he had one last trick ready. Lloyd was able to control the dragon that was trying to rebuild itself. He went inside the dragon to take away the soul of a guy named Targa. Targa was sad and told Lloyd about his past. Lloyd didn't have much time and had to take Targa's soul out. Then Lloyd was asked to give the dragon a name and become friends with it. He said the dragon was his father and called it Yan Yang. This was a bit strange to everyone else. The next day, the queen told everyone that Lloyd was the hero who saved them. She even teased him a little. Later, Javier asked Lloyd if he took the body of the real Lloyd. Lloyd said he woke up in the body one day and didn't know how it happened. Javier believed him and asked for a song. Right then, the person who used to own the dragon's body came knocking and asked Lloyd to go to hell to help him. Lloyd said no at first, but then he agreed because the guy offered him something called the Dragon King membership. 5 hours before everything happened, everyone was busy fixing the palace garden. Lloyd was just relaxing when the queen saw him. He bowed down to apologize, but when the queen sees his juicy peach, she couldn't help but spank it. The queen told Lloyd that he was really strong because he had a powerful sword and a dragon on his side. Lloyd said he was just a regular citizen and she didn't need to worry. The queen thanked him and left, but she fell down because of poison that Targa had given her. Back in the present, the dragon's soul was asking for Lloyd's help. The queen was trying not to kill Lloyd because of the poison. She grabbed her sword and went to Lloyd's room to kill him. Javier felt something was wrong and looked outside, but no one was there. The dragon's soul told Lloyd he would get lots of money and the ability to come back to life once. Lloyd liked this offer, but made the dragon swear that it would disappear forever if it lied. The dragon agreed and opened a portal. Lloyd jumped in, and all the demons in the world got a message saying Lloyd was coming. They wondered if he was coming for a concert.